Hi friends, hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to our CISA video series. Today we will discuss on method parameters. So let's get started. Method parameters. In our last video we have already discussed ref and out and pass by value parameter passing. Today we will discuss another two types of parameter passing, that is in parameters and our params parameter. In parameters, the in parameters allow us to pass arguments by reference but prevents modification inside the method. So in parameter is a reference type of parameter passing, but it prevents modification. We cannot modify the value of a in parameter inside our method. It's mainly used to improve performance. How it will used to improve performance? When passing large data structure, avoiding unnecessary copying while ensuring the value remains unchanged. So whenever we are going to pass large data structure, avoiding unnecessary copying while ensuring the value remains unchanged. So whenever we are sure about that the value we are not going to change throughout the program, in that case we can declare a parameter by using this in keyword, which will improve our performance by avoiding unnecessary copying. So the in keyword let us pass a variable to a method by reference, but it makes sure the method cannot change the value. Why use it and what is the scenario when we can use this, all we will discuss after discussing the example here. I have declared one struct. Don't worry about this struct, we will discuss one of our upcoming video. For now we can understand like it is it is similar like a class, and here we have declared two variables, one is x and y, both are type of integer. After that I have declared or I have created one method which is showPoint, which is taking one parameter of type in, then this point is the struct here and p is the parameter name. So here I am printing the p.x and p.y, but we cannot change this p.x value. Why? Cause an error, because p is read only. So whenever we will declare a variable or a parameters as in, it is read only. So we cannot change the value of a read only variable. That is what the compiler is saying. Another method also I have created here, that is display values, which is taking another parameter which is num of type integer, or it is type of in. Here also if I will try to change, it will cause a compilation error saying read only variable we cannot change. That is what the main concept of our in parameters. We cannot change the parameter value inside our method. And how we can call this like this? Let's comment this param section. Display values, I am calling this display values int num. So this num is nothing but I am passing this number 1, which is keeping a value 10. After that I am also printing this original value, like checking if the value is changed or not. Let's run and check the output as well. See, the value is 10, received value 10 and original value remains 10. So this value is not going to change, because this in parameter doesn't allow to change the value of the parameter. That is our main concept of in parameters. First up, for big data, if we are passing a big structure like struct, using in avoids copying it, which saves memory and time. So basically it will makes the performance faster. Save, the method can read the value but it cannot change it. Clear code, it tells the developer the value is input only or read only. Scenario, whenever we are calculating distance between 2 points, imagine we are building a mapping or GPS app and we need to calculate the distance between 2 points. Each point is a struct with x and y coordinates. So since structs can be large and used frequently, we want to avoid copying them unnecessarily. See, this is a struct, whatever the example we have seen in our Visual Studio, that is here also written. So it is one of our one scenario where we can use our in parameters. So when to use it, we want to pass a value efficiently, we want to make sure it doesn't get changed. So whenever there is a requirement of passing large number of data or big data or big structure, in that case we should avoid copying of data to makes the performance faster, and in that case we can use in keyword. Another one is params. Params keyword let us pass a variable number of arguments. The arguments or the number of arguments can be variable, not fixed, to a method. It's perfect when we don't know how many values we will need to pass. So whenever we are not sure about how many params or how many numbers of parameter we are going to pass for a method, in that case we can use params. We can pass any number of arguments, even 0. It makes our method calls cleaner and more flexible. We don't need to manually create an array. So if you will use param, so it will take any number of arguments, even 0 number of arguments, makes our methods call cleaner and more flexible, and we don't need to manually create an array. It will automatically create an array whenever we will pass arguments. It will take number of flexible number of or variable number of arguments. Let's see, it is also in our Visual Studio. If you see, I have created one method called add, which is taking a parameters which is type of params, and the parameter name is numbers. First I have declared one variable called total. After that I am looping through this numbers array and taking each element and adding with this total, and after looping through the array it will return this total. That is our requirement here, and here I am commenting this one. Okay, so add, it will here I have given one parameter, here 2 parameters, and here no parameters. So it is variable number of parameters, 1, 2, 0. So any number of parameters we can pass for a params parameters. If you see, it will work accordingly, not through any error and all. 10, 30, 0. See, first I have given 10 only, so it will add this 10 with this 0 and return 10. On the second case I have provided two parameters, that is 10 and 20. So it will create a array with 2 elements and we'll loop through that 2 elements and add them with this total and return this total, which is 10 and 20 equal to 30. And in the last case I have not given any parameters, so it will return as per our requirement or as per our as required. So 10, 30 and 0. See, so there is some rules for params. Only one params keyword is allowed per method, so only one params we can declare inside a parameter or inside a method. Only one params will be allowed. It must be the last parameter in the method. So whatever the other parameters we should write before this params keyword, it should be the last parameter. If no arguments are passed, it behaves like an empty array. We have seen we have not passed any parameters here, so it will treat as a, or it will behaves like a empty parameter. This is especially useful for things like logging, math operations or string formatting. Anywhere you might want to pass a flexible number of inputs. So here we need a flexible number of inputs. In that case we can use params. So that is all about our method parameters. I hope you found this session helpful and informative. Please check the description below for detailed notes. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more CSAT topics. See you in the next video. Bye.